What amazing people we have working here. Hi, everybody. My name is Guy. It's just a couple of our wonderful little worker bees that run all over and take care of us. And we're happy to be with you. It's Customer Appreciation Month. We're continuing on with some great stuff and some great shows for you. And I'm excited about this show. Actually, I have 2 hours with you today. The first hour is called Smart Home featuring Google. We've got lots of cool items featuring Google and all kinds of things that are going to make your life a lot simpler. And then we've got really, really cool stuff, too, coming up in our second hour. Lots of fun items for you as we are transitioning right into springtime here. Before you know it, summer will be here. So welcome aboard, everybody. Again, my name is Guy Yovan. I'll be with you for 2 hours. We're going to start you right out of the gate with our LG Premier Pro track phone. If you don't know what track phone is, I will tell you right out of the gate, track phone is a way to save a lot of money if you would like to. And I'm telling you, who doesn't want to save money? For what you would pay maybe per month for the phone that you have now, you can get an entire year's worth of an incredible phone and also the service that goes along with it. This is called the Premier Pro. This is the 5.3-inch HD 16 gig track phone. This is the one that comes already loaded up with 1,500 minutes, 1,500 texts, and 1,500 megabytes of data. What does that mean? Well, the text and all that stuff alone is about $130 value, okay? And that's gonna last for most of you out there about a year worth of service, which means you're not gonna get a phone bill. Nobody's gonna call you. There's nothing else that you need to deal with, okay? All you're gonna do is get this phone and use it for a year for $89.99. Now, a lot of you might think, well, it's gotta be stripped down, right? No, this phone is from LG. It's called the Premier Pro. Super big HD screen, loaded, quad-core processor, all that great stuff. Today, we have it at a $40 discount. It's not $129, it's only $89.99. It comes on FlexPay for $22.50. It's free shipping. And look at all the great stuff that you get along with it, in addition to the wonderful phone itself, and Lori will explain all those features in a sec. You're gonna get the Ultimate Smartphone Deluxe package, which gives you Pandora for a few months and a lot of other great software. You get the little car charger to go with it as well, and of course your wall charger. And you get a choice of any one of these cases. So I've got Paisley. Look at the silver glitter and the gold glitter. I have it in blue. This is called rose gold, and then finally in the black. And the black is black. That's what that one is. So let's get Lori out and we'll talk about all the fun features. Hello, my dear.
Hi, how are you? Good morning.
I have not worked with you in a couple weeks. It's good to see you.
Happy Easter. Hope you had a good time yesterday.
I did. I had fun. Easter was nice.
Was good,
I did ham like last week, so yesterday was just like, we did like takeout and stuff.
Ooh, takeout is good too, though.
But anyway, welcome into our show, Lori.
Thank you.
I was just trying to explain to everybody the advantages of having a phone like this. And,
no bill.
No, it's great. And listen, if you're one of those people that does 2,000 minutes a month or a week on your phone, well, obviously it is what it is. But if you're somebody that uses your phone just like average use, sure, you're gonna save a boatload of money.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna save so much money with this. This is LG, so it's absolutely gorgeous. This is a Premier Pro, so it's a 5.3-inch high definition touchscreen. It's gorgeous. You're also getting here quad-core processing power. So look at all the things I'm doing at the same time. It's allowing me to multitask. So I'm checking my Fitbit to see how I slept last night, checking my Ring doorbell, I'm in my gallery, I'm on social media, checking my email, watching a movie on Netflix, all at the same time, and nothing is slowing this phone down. This is running at 2 gigs of RAM, which typically is a spec we talk about with computers. And then look at how lightning fast and efficient and easy this is to use. Big, bright, beautiful touch screen. So anything that you want to do, you want to shop on HSN app, all you do is simply touch it right here. You want to go into the Google Play Store to download things, you touch it right here. It's so fast, so fun, so easy. So you're going to love everything about this brand new LG. It is a gorgeous visual experience. But one of the things I know you're going to love the most is what Guy and I were just talking about, no phone bills. So you're not going to have a phone bill for an entire year, and we're loading you up with the most minutes, text messages, and data ever.
Did you say I want to have a phone bill for a whole year?
You're not going to have a phone bill
ever
as a track phone customer.
All my bills would do that.
I know, I wish they'd all vanish,
imagine having to pay for gas for a year. Right? Or not having to pay like your electric bill for like a year.
Gosh.
And I'm telling you, that's when you get this, that's what it's like. It's like you'll never go out to the mailbox. Nobody's ever going to call you.
Right.
I mean, you basically you're managing your own phone. You're a grown up. You're managing your own phone.
And this, for a lot of users out there, especially light to medium users, could last for an entire year without having to buy anything additionally. So you're getting 1,500 minutes to talk. Think about what that is. That's about 125 minutes every single month for the year.
I don't know if I even talk that much.
That's like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's a good
2
amount
hours
of time.
a month. That's good.
Yeah.
1,500 text messages, so that's 125 text messages every single month for the whole year. And then you're also getting a ton of data, but if you're using this over Wi-Fi, you don't even have to use your data for most of those functions and features. And then let's just talk a little bit about TracFone as a company because they're truly amazing. Yes, you can keep your same phone number no matter what carrier you're currently with. You can roll over any unused minutes. So maybe you're watching the show here this morning and Guy was holding this little phone a little earlier. He was sort of making fun of it. He thought it was a little bit too small.
I just thought I looked silly holding it.
Well, it's tiny. Like, look at his hand. You can't even see it in your hand.
Everybody see my phone?
That's so funny.
That's really, well, that's,
so,
but that's,
do you remember? If you have this, it's time for an upgrade, is what we're saying.
Well, but back in the day, that way was cool because, we had big clunky cell phones.
This was portable, right?
I remember the original, like, car phones that were, like, literally this big. It was like half a helmet.
And the smaller you could get, like,
cool.
The hipper you were.
But then it was like, okay, now I can't see it anymore. So now I need it to be a little, I got the point that you were trying to be cool, but it's too small for me to see.
Now we want to see it.
And it's funny, now we want bigger phones again.
Of course.
Not so big we can't stick it in our pocket, but you know what I'm saying.
And this is so sleek and slim. Oh, look at me, I'm using mine with my love handle. So this is that really, really cool way to hold your phone. It's got that elasticized band so it won't fall down when you're trying to hold it, which is really great. But again, love that quad-core processing power and how fast this is. And you have your Google Assistant built right in. So if you ever want to ask a question of your Google Assistant, you can simply type it right there on the screen. And if you want it to be a larger keyboard, you turn it sideways. Or the really cool thing is you can just touch right here. Send a text message to Guy Yovan.
Text Guy Yovan. Sure. What's the message?
Hi, Guy, comma, you're looking particularly handsome this morning, smiley face.
Hi, Guy. You're looking particularly handsome this morning.
She had to think it over a little bit.
Do you want to send it or change it?
Send it.
Okay.
I love that she read it back to me. That's so funny. So you don't even have to touch your phone.
She was like, are you really sure you want to send this message to Guy? Because
you just said particularly handsome.
You might want to rephrase that a little bit. That's so funny. No, I love that because it processes.
Easy to use.
Yeah, and listen, I know you can go out and you can buy a $1,000 phone that does something like that, but then you're paying $1,000
That's true.
out of your pocket. I will tell you right now, and a lot of our customers in the same boat when it comes to this, is that, like, I look at my mom, and she's like, listen, she uses her phone, average use.
Yes.
She likes to talk to us. She likes to go online a little bit and play a little bit, but she's not using her phone for 500 minutes a month. She's just not doing that, right? She doesn't use it that much. Why pay for what you're not using?
Exactly.
The first thing I wrote on my card is, in addition to the fact that's a customer pick, I wrote, why don't you start getting what you pay for? And that's what it is, because most people do not take advantage of that. It's like with cable. It's like you're not watching 500 channels at a time.
That is such a good point.
Why not pay for what you want to see?
And so many people are overpaying for services you're not even using. If you've opened up that phone bill and you're like, what are all these fees? What are all these extra costs? Oh my gosh, I thought it was going to be this amount of money and now it's inflated because there's so many things they tack on. With this, you can break up with your carrier. Actually, TracFone will break up with your carrier for you when you transfer over your phone number. And then let's also talk about the coverage, because there are no sacrifices with TracFone. You're getting this upgraded premier customer pick smartphone with no ongoing bills, with no ongoing costs, and you're getting the #1 top coverage in the entire country. So this is the top carrier. Full disclosure here, Guy, my husband and I, we had this service. We were spending over $100 each every single month.
Oh, easy. Yeah, I've done that. I've spent closer to $250.
Well, and for Danny's service, too, you said you were spending a fortune for the two of you.
Yeah.
Think of how much money you can save by switching to TracFone. And then even if you run out of minutes, TracFone has made it really, really affordable going forward. So you can buy customized rate plans. Like if you run out of just data, you can buy just data. Yeah. And then if you run out of just text messages, look at this. 1,000 additional text messages, only $5.
So there's your little safety net. If you happen to go over and above and beyond, which some of you may, most of you won't, but some of you may, you want to know, well, how easy is it to fill up the tank with more gas? Well, there it is right there. It
do it on the phone.
And you get a discount to be able to do that. Right, you don't have to call anybody. You just do it right through your phone.
It says add airtime, so you can do it right from the application, right on your phone. And again, look at the value here. So the minutes alone are $125.
We're doing the phone and and the minutes and all the little extra bells and whistles for $89.99. By the way, it's free shipping today. It's only $22 and change on your credit card to get it home. You get to keep the same number.
Yes.
It takes you no time to activate it. You have time to activate it. So if you have to get out of a contract or whatever.
Do you know when you need to activate it?
Whenever you want. That's what. Yeah, that's one of the other nice things.
Isn't that cool?
Once again, I have a chest. What are you or a choice? So what are you doing right there?
I'm doing a live translation with Google Translate. So this is a really, really neat free app that you can get out of the Google Play Store. And the thing that I love about this is you could be having a conversation back and forth with someone who speaks a different language. Look at how it's doing that live translation right before your eyes. So I know you're a foodie. You're a restaurant guy.
Yes.
You used to run restaurants.
Very true.
How fun if you walk into a restaurant and they happen to have a few items on the menu you don't really understand what they are, you can just hold this right up and you're gonna be able to do that live translation.
As if you're traveling abroad and you're like,
brilliant.
I don't understand what this menu says.
Oh my gosh, just pull out your phone and now it does that translation right before your eyes for you.
Thing.
Isn't that amazing?
Lots of little fun things and tricks and fun stuff you can do with this. Remember, you see on the bottom of the screen, by the way, later on in the show, you know, we've got all kinds of cool items. We've got extra flex on things. In fact, if you buy this, do we still have the $20 gift card, Rob, too, if they want to use that on this? I think we can.
Oh, wow.
If you get a brand new HSN credit card today, this price will drop from $89 essentially to... Is it what it is? What about a brand new credit card? Is it... Which one's that one? Okay. Okay, so today it's $99, get $20 off, but you get $10 off on a new credit card. It's a discount anyway to try the card out. This price is already so dang low, it's ridiculous.
It's so good.
For this amount of phone, because you will see, and listen, I know you can, there are certain phones you can even buy at the drugstore, but don't buy a really cheap phone because you'll be disappointed when you actually have to use it.
Right.
Especially if you're used to a quality phone.
Of course, and cameras. Yeah, cameras are huge.
What LG does for us is they supply really, really high-end stuff without having to spend a fortune. And that's really what it is. And you know, if you do this in little bits and pieces around your world, you'll be surprised how much money that you get to save.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have so much fun.
So you don't miss anything with this phone.
You miss nothing. So you have a 5-megapixel front-facing camera, 8-megapixel rear-facing camera with flash, so you can take some of the prettiest pictures. Here's one that I took of my son. I thought this one was really cute. So we were at the beach and there's this little tiny piece of sand right under his eye. Look at this. I just printed it and it's this huge 8.5 by 11. Look at the quality of this photograph. And we care about the pictures that we're posting on social media, right? We want them to be as crisp, as clear, as vivid, as lifelike, as beautiful as possible. When you have LG, they're one of our top selling television brands here because the screens are so pretty, but the optics in these cameras are absolutely off the charts as well. So you're gonna have this great experience taking pictures, sharing on social media. It's so easy to use. The other thing is if you are an existing TracFone customer and maybe you do have that little rickety phone that we've been sort of making fun of, you'll be able to roll over any of your unused minutes right onto this brand new LG Premier Pro and you don't lose anything. And keep in mind, that's in addition to the $1,500 of everything that you'll receive here today. You have an entire year to use all of this airtime. And the great thing too is if you do happen to run out of something, you can buy things a la carte now going forward. What
I particularly love, Lori, and I'm listening to all the things you just said, is when you talk about how easy it is to switch.
So easy.
Because I think a lot of the stumbling block for a lot of people when they have to try something new is how hard is that going to be for me to actually get it all going on? It's like, you know, it's one thing to say, hey, have a tag sale. It's another thing to get out there and load all the stuff on the curb and print signs. It's not an easy thing to do. This is really easy to do, guys. All you need to do is order the phone, you get it in, right? You can decide to do whatever you want to do with your existing old phone or whatever it is, or your old contract that you could probably get out of it very easily. And the money you would save would be ridiculous because even a lot of companies will charge you $300 or $400 to get out of it. But they're charging you $2,000 a year. So when you're with your service, it's worth getting out of. But other than that, activation takes no time.
No time at all.
You've already bought it, so it already has the minutes and everything on it. There's nothing else to do. You just use the phone, and it's instantaneous. Let me ask you about this. What if I travel?
Okay, so this phone is going to actually work for you from this country to call internationally.
Okay.
So I mean, you can bring it with you and travel with it, and just use it over Wi-Fi if you want to be able to do that. A lot of people do it, but if you're using it in the United States and you have loved ones spread throughout the entire world, you're going to be able to call over 100 different international destinations from your TracFone. And here's the neat thing about the minutes. a minute's a minute. So you could be calling a neighbor, a friend in another state, or you could be calling another country, and your minutes all spend exactly the same.
Rate's the rate that it is.
Exactly.
That's it.
I talk about this all the time, but my cousin that I just love, we all went on a cruise together last year. He married this beautiful girl. They live in Poland, and they have these 2 darling daughters, and it was costing $1 a minute to call from my home phone to Poland. So the calls were like, hey, you guys okay? Okay, great, love you, bye. I mean, that was it. You don't want to talk too long when it's $1 a minute. With this plan, think about this. If you're spending $1 a minute on your international calls, this could be a $1,500 package for you. If you're just using it for international, it's a huge value.
You can save a lot of money, and it starts with something like this. You know, I can't do nothing about the cost of gasoline or the cost of groceries, but I can help you out, or we can help you out when it comes to a phone. If you want to pick it up today, $40 on price break, free shipping and handling, and only $22.50 to get it home. And get your discount with a new HSN credit card. It's a good idea, too. You're not going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
We've got Google Home Hub coming up next, which is really awesome for you to be able to manage your home life. But if you are ready for a chance to win, we are doing something really special here at the network. We're having what we call our $25,000 customer appreciation sweepstakes. I always love saying that, $25,000. If you listen, everybody who's watching, other than the employees of HSN, have a chance to win this, and you can enter as oft as you like every day up until, well, I guess they got about another week or so, week and a half, right, till the end of April, and you've got a chance to get yourself $25,000. So if you'd like to enter, all you do is see a little box down there. You'll see it on your screen. Just type in your email address and then just press continue, and you can enter every single day. So part of the way that we are saying thank you to the customers that make all this possible. Anyway, let's move on with Miss Lori, and let's talk about Google Home Hub. So a lot of you out there have maybe seen commercials or watched TV or this, that, and the other thing, and heard about the smart home assistants. Many of you maybe have one or have tried one or wanted to try one. Today's a good day for you because we have a Today Special too, and it features the Google Home Hub, which is going to help you organize your entire life. It links up to almost every electronic that you have in your home to turn it on, turn it off, all that stuff, simply by using your voice, which I love. I love being able to say, turn the TV off, or turn the TV on, turn that light off.
Yeah, you can do all of it.
You can do all that with your with all your connected devices that do that. In addition to that, you have this beautiful 7-inch picture frame screen, which you can keep as a picture frame and add any photos of your friends or family or whatever. It also is a way for you to access the controls of the hub too. We're giving you that. We're giving you the little smart, one of the little smart assistant speakers, and we're giving you the GE Smart Bulb, which syncs up with the Google Home Hub to turn on and off in any room of the house. Our today's special price is $159. It's normally $229. If you try to pick this up somewhere else, it can be even more expensive. We're doing it on FlexPay. It's only $32 to get it home. The shipping and handling is free. And I love whether it's learning what the weather is, finding out, creating a shopping list, turning the lights on and off, any kind of a reminder that you might need. You know, remind myself that the mailman's getting here at 2 o'clock today and I'm waiting on a package. Whatever it is.
Right. Adding things to your shopping list that appear on your phone.
Anything.
While you're at the grocery store.
And the basics of the day. You know, what's it going to be like today? Is going to get cooler this afternoon. Everything to organize your world and your day is built into this. And access to thousands of connected devices that you can put in and around your home. It's pretty much a one-time deal for you to be able to get all this, and we bundle it all together.
Totally bundled it together.
You want to go through all the little things that we're getting here?
So you're getting the Google Home Hub. This is that beautiful 7-inch, appears to be floating screen.
Right.
So we have for you your charcoal. So this one has a little bit of a darker base.
Okay.
Or your chalk. So this is how you're going to be selecting.
The chalk.
We've got the two different
here,
colors for
which you see has kind of
a little bit of a whiter base to it, and this is a little bit more of a deep, rich gray.
I love how it's how it sits on it, built in on its speaker stand.
It looks like it's floating. Speakers on the front. So this has dual microphones. It can hear you from anywhere in the room. The sound quality is incredible as well.
Yeah.
You're getting the Google Home Mini too, and then you're also getting the GE Smart Light. So this is going to be your easiest way into home automation.
What does the little Mini do exactly?
So this little Mini, you can put in maybe one end of your living room if you're having a party, and you can broadcast music through both of these devices simultaneously.
So it's an extra speaker.
An extra speaker.
Perfect.
Or you can put this in a different room. So this actually bundle could be a whole home solution for you with all of your fun Google devices. And I just want to draw your attention, not only this beautifully designed screen, it also happens to have an ambient light sensor. So if you're putting this bedside or if you're putting this in your living room, it doesn't look like this bright screen. As the lights go down, it will automatically adjust for you, and it adjusts the pictures. So if you're using this as that photo frame, look how amazing this is. I would suggest this as the ultimate Mother's and Father's Day gift, because what you're gonna be able to do is you're gonna be able to use this with your live photos in your Google Photos, which by the way is a free application. It's already on most of the Android phones out there, and you can download it free onto Apple. But what happens is all you do is you select the faces that you wanna see on this frame.
Yeah.
So it could be your kids, your grandkids, and your pets. And then whenever brand new photos of those individuals are taken, they will automatically show up on the frame.
I love stuff
You
like
don't
that.
have to do anything.
Yeah.
So get this for mom and dad. You just need Wi-Fi, plug it in, and then a smartphone to set it up. And they're gonna be amazed and delighted by these beautiful new photos that they're gonna see on the screen every time they walk by.
Lots of technology, but not lots of trouble trying to figure it out. That's really what we're talking about here. So you're gonna get the hub with the picture frame, which is fantastic. It wears a lot of hats because it does double duty all the time.
Sure.
The speaker. Tell me now, the bulb. How does that work?
So all you do is you screw that in. It is literally as easy as screwing in a light bulb because it is a light bulb. So you screw that into any of the fixtures in your home, and now you're gonna be able to use the power of your voice to turn on and off that light.
So I don't even have to plug this into a smart plug. This actually is a Wi-Fi bulb.
It is a Wi-Fi bulb, so you don't have to plug it into anything else, just the fixture. And let me just show you really quickly.
That's really cool.
It's really cool, right? So this is actually what we love about Google Home Hub, not only the ultimate photo frame. By the way, there's a photo here that I really like. I like this one. Hey Google, share this photo with Annie Birch.
Who do you want to share it with?
Annie Birch.
Sure, home or work.
Home.
Okay.
So look at that.
Confirm. Share it with Annie Birch, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, share.
I was talking the whole time.
It's all right.
But the cool thing is, so
I gotta
any
tell
picture
Danny,
that
I have to tell
pops
Danny
up-
things to do 5 times.
I know, that's right.
Once in a while I gotta say it twice. That doesn't bother me.
So your photo frame part of this is really, really cool, and the fact that you're gonna be able to share. And then when you swipe down from the top, this is literally your home hub for all of your smart devices. So right over here to the left of Guy, right over here, we have a lamp right here on the set.
Looks like it's on.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's already turned on, but you're getting that GE bulb. So again, you plug it right in. Hey Google, turn off the office lamp. Hey Google, turn off the office lamp.
Is it working?
Oh, I hear something backstage talking.
Oh, okay, so we have a little background noise.
Talking.
Okay, we have to have quiet.
It's Google back there talking. Hey Google, turn off the office lamp.
You got it. Turning off the office lamp.
So there it turns it off.
Yeah.
Hey Google, turn on the office lamp.
You got it. Turning the office lamp on.
That's awesome.
So it turns it back on, and then this is a dimmable bulb. So this is at 91%. Hey Google, dim the office lamp.
You got it. Dimming the office lamp.
How cool is that? And it shows you even the percentage, and you can go
cool.
higher or lower. And again, this is the switch you can always reach. So you walk into your home, you don't want to walk into a dark house. Maybe you're holding groceries, you know, maybe you're carrying a handbag and your child. You simply speak, and now the light comes on. It's so brilliant. Great for mom and dad, grandparents. Really, really good gift for mother and Father's Day.
And to our earlier situation, like I said, you know, when we're in a big studio, so if there's any background weird noise and all that stuff, you know, it wants to hear you. So sometimes it's listening to somebody else.
Yeah, this was a Google device.
So if you have to say it twice, and my brother does this all the time, and he'll say it once or twice, and then it works, and it's still easier than having to go over and turn the switch on,
and
or drop
really
all your groceries.
Well.
It is, and also there's a curve, a small curve. You'll get used to. Your own smart hub because it'll get used to your voice, all that stuff, and it becomes very easy. This is a customer pick, and you talk about, it's so funny because I was looking at this while you were doing that, and I was thinking, gosh, imagine 20 years ago, did we ever in a million years think we'd be at this point where we could have things like this in our home that would make life so easy.
And yeah.
Oh my gosh, or even like when you're leaving the house, if you're busy and your hands are full and you forget to turn off a light, it's so nice to be able to say, hey, Google, turn that light off, or hey, Google, turn off the TV. You know, if you've got it hooked up to your air quality control, whatever it is, turn the air up, whatever there's so many devices that connect to this, and it takes up very little space. Enough space so that you can see it. Obviously, the 7 inches is a beautiful little picture screen.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
That also becomes the hub of your life.
And you said it, this works with 10,000 different devices across 1,000 different brands.
Yeah.
You want to see your, your Nest Cam, your Ring doorbell, anything, you just speak to it. So this really and truly is the hub of your whole connected home, which is really an easy way in. So here's what it can do for you. So you're going to be able to control all of the different smart plugs and the included bulb around your home, stream music. And you can use the apps that you love the most. Are you a Pandora or Spotify user? This is gonna work with that, Google Music as well. You're gonna be able to see what the schedule is for your day. You're gonna be able to see what your commute looks like, how the weather is, and just speak to it. And there are no cameras, so you can keep this bedside, keep it in your room. You're not worried about, privacy issues. I know some people will have that concern. You can hear about traffic, commute, again, find out what the weather's like, news, sports, scores. You can find out anything, adjust the temperature in your home if you have that, maybe you have the Nest thermostat.
Yeah.
This is gonna work with all of that. But think about this. At the end of the day, would we know anything if it weren't for Google? Would we be able to know how to do anything if it weren't for YouTube? This is gonna help us with everything. Hey, Google, show me how to knead dough.
Playing how to knead dough on YouTube.
So you're in the kitchen, your hands are dirty.
Yeah.
You just speak to your assistant.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Kneading dough makes bread and rolls airy, chewy, and
Hey,
light.
Google.
And it's
Turn up the volume.
Kneading strengthens the gluten strands that form the bread
Google.
structure.
Stop. And then what about music? So we're using these smart devices for music throughout our entire home. So one of the really cool features that you're gonna be able to do with this is broadcast. And because we're including that Home Mini, when you speak to your Google Home Hub, or you speak to either one of these 2 devices, it's gonna broadcast throughout your whole house. So if these are spread out, you're gonna be able to talk to people, tell the kids it's dinner time. Hey Google, broadcast, I'm home.
Got it. Broadcasting now.
How cute is that?
Hey there. Lori has arrived.
I'm home. I mean, what a great way to feel like invited into your home. Don't you love that?
You know what? Your options are endless. It really is. With all
music.
Think of all the electronics that you're in your home that you wish you could just control with your voice. Think about it. Like, obviously lights, obviously maybe the basics, things like your TV. It could be, and by the way, we offer the little smart plugs, which
that'll work with just about everything.
Which anything that plugs into a wall will work. So if you're wondering, is it the device that's compatible? You can make it compatible with the plugs that we offer. We're giving you the light. That's already has the built-in compatibility, so you don't have to worry about that. But think about it. It could be TVs, it could be lights, it could be fans, it could be, I mean, there's so many different electronics in your house that you need to turn on and turn off. Wouldn't it be nice to never have to be looking for a remote controller or having to get up and run across the room, or when you're leaving the house, having to deal with that as well? Just being able to just say something and it does what you say.
It does.
There's a reason they call it these devices smart assistants, and because that's exactly what they are, but you only pay for it once, and then they pretty much do whatever you say,
oh my gosh,
as long as you have it.
I mean, hey Google, will I need an umbrella today?
No, today is not forecast to rain in
This
St.
is
Petersburg.
good information to have because we had a monsoon.
With a forecasted high of 80 and a low of 63.
Right, we had that monsoon the other day, and look at this. It's going to show you every single, like all of the different hours of the day.
That thing came out of nowhere, that storm we had,
I mean,
right?
that was really crazy, right? And then also playing music. I know that's a really, really big one for people. We all really, really enjoy music. This is that digital photo frame where you don't need an SD card. Set this up in mom and dad's house. Whenever new pictures of the people selected, you select the faces that you want to see. Whenever new pictures are taken on any of the smartphones associated to the account, those pictures go directly to the photo frame, which is really cool. But let's listen to a little music.
Okay.
Okay, hey Google, play Departed by Big Light.
Departed by Big Light, sure. Playing on YouTube Music.
And listen to that gorgeous sound quality. I mean, it has a full range dynamic speaker built right in. And again, turning up and down the volume. Hey Google, turn down the volume. And then it gives you those controls, so if I want to go a little lower, I can. Hey Google, stop. You want to find out movie times, what's playing in the theaters, and be able to watch trailers? You can do it right here.
What if you need directions somewhere or things like that,
exactly.
right? You can get all that stuff, literally. There's not a question you can't ask it.
And 6 different people. Just real quick, I get excited because there's so many different features.
No, it's important, right.
This will recognize 6 different voices.
Versus most of the other ones out there where it's just one.
Right, if I say call mom, it calls my mom. If you say call mom, it'll call your mom.
Yeah, see,
Isn't that crazy? If
really
you say add something to my calendar, it adds it to my calendar. If you say add it to yours, it'll hear your voice and add it to your calendar.
My brother put a smart system up in his house, but it doesn't know my voice, so it doesn't working.
Oh, right.
And the problem with that is that he had everything plugged into these special plugs. So I had to literally go up and try to turn everything on manually because his system it just did him.
Right.
It knew him, which is nice, but it's like, you usually have at least 2 people in your house.
This is such an easy setup for multiple voices.
So if you've got kids or whatever it is,
everybody can control it.
It makes it so easy. So if you just joined us, this is our today's special 2. It's the Google Home Hub with the mini assistant and that great bulb that comes with it, the smart bulb, which just put it into any outlet and automatically can turn it on, turn it off using your voice. We're giving you the little assistant speaker, which allows you to spread it out a little bit. So if you're at the one end of your house, you have this speaker, which will pick up. If you're at the other end of the house, you have the 7-inch screen with the built-in speaker that'll pick up. The bulb is included. All this for $32 a month on your credit card. You pay 5 times and you're done. There's no shipping and handling on this. The only thing that you'd have to pay extra would be just your tax, which is out of our control. But, so your first payment would be a little bit more because it would include all the tax. And then you just pay the $32. 30 days to decide whether or not you want to keep it or not. The return rate on these is very small. I think what happens with people is they get these home and they're like, oh my gosh, that just made my life so much easier. People that are forgetful, right? You can set reminders. And my dad would have loved this.
And they show up.
This was around when he was around.
Yeah, because he used to write notes.
He wrote, you remember, he wrote notes everywhere. He started writing notes to leave notes. And that's when I was like, okay, we might want to think about moving into that other place, Dad. But no, he was, because he was forgetful. You have a lot on your mind. And as we get older,
it'll send the reminders to your phone.
Yeah.
So if you add something to your shopping list, it pops up on the free application for Apple and for Android right on your phone. So you look at it when you're at the grocery store, you have everything you need. You want to see something new?
Yeah.
Hey, Google, let me speak to HSN.
Sure, getting HSN.
Hi, welcome to HSN. What can I help you with?
Today's special.
The today's special is item number 649012.
That's pretty cool.
Puck 7 and 1 immersion blender with 12-cup food processor.
I never once touched a mouse.
No. Didn't even have to pick up your phone.
Or open up my computer.
It's amazing, right? I know. You don't have to open up your computer. So that is a brand new app from HSN. And all you do, you just speak to Google and it's going to be able to help you with that.
It makes your life so much easier. If you would like to get this again, it's only $32 per month on your credit card. It's free shipping and handling today. It's our today's special too. Really going to simplify and a really smart investment.
Oh my gosh, so fun.
I know 159. You're like, it's 159 bucks. With this,
but you
this
get
brings
3 things, yeah.
Oh, it's a great.
And you could give the mini away, keep the hub. You can separate these out if you want. But again, Mother's and Father's Day with that smart display, with that incredible photo album, you're gonna love giving that as a gift. You
will. And by the way, just so you know, Lori's gonna come back. Lori's got the 911 bundle coming up a little bit later. So if you are worried about friends or family or whatever, that's could save your bacon. Really can. That's coming up on a whole lot more. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Our Happy Place cleaning products are made with plant-based ingredients, which means less chemicals in your house, which will make it a happy place. People think, can it work well?
And it does. We chose plant-based ingredients so you're not breathing in fumes. You're not putting as many chemicals where your kids and your pets are touching them.
There's a lot of great benefits to cleaning with our Happy Place products.
If we can get your home clean, that's what makes your home a happy place.
We're thrilled to work with QVC and HSN on Beauty with Benefits.
You know us from our stories about lifestyle trends.
But many of us also have cancer stories.
My mom's been cancer-free since 2017.
And I'm a thyroid cancer survivor. Now, help brave people living and working with cancer.
Shop Beauty with Benefits and your purchase supports cancer and careers.
Plus, get amazing items in the Skip with Purchase bag.
Because brave is beautiful.
After placing an order, I get to fill these packages with something that makes you happy.
This is a really smart show, isn't it, Joe?
It's very smart.
Joe Harrison's joining me, everybody. Welcome to the show, Joe.
Great to be here.
Well, you know my affinity for the OttLite. I've had an OttLite for, shoot, it's got to be 7 or 8 years. I have the big tall OttLite. That's, yeah. Right. My ex-girlfriend bought it because she was in the makeup world, and she was like, the best light on the planet is light that comes from an OttLite, especially when you're putting your makeup on. But anyway, that was a big, giant one. It was about $200 light. I still have it. It's one of the best investments ever. Because anything you're doing, whether you're a hobby craft person and you need great light, or whether you're putting your makeup on, or whether you're doing business or whatever it is, sewing, crafting, doesn't matter. OttLite, and Joe will talk to you where the word OttLite comes from, but OttLite is above and beyond any other light out there. Now, this is brand new. It's the first time we've presented this particular version. It's called the Command Lamp. This has the clear sun and the clear sun imagery, which is a technology we'll talk about, and it also has voice assistant for Google Home, so you can hook this right up and you'll be good to go. It's only $20 on your credit card. It is on FlexPay, as I said, 3 Flex. It is versatile, it's convenient, and it is so smart. You get that crisp, clear sun technology, which reduces eye strain, and we're gonna talk about why it does that, but over 50% of the eye strain that you get from regular incandescent bulbs or even some LED bulbs out there is gonna be reduced. You still get full spectrum LED light, but it gives you this incredible natural daylight. You have a bunch of options here with the types of light that this will produce, but it's less harsh because it removes that blue light, which is very stressful on your eyes. You don't see it, you don't know about it, but you feel it. So when you're reading, working, applying makeup, whatever it is you're doing, you have the perfect light condition that will adjust to whatever situation you're in. And it works with the Google Home Hub, which we were just talking about, to turn your lights on and off. It is brand new. And Joe, I will tell you, we think about light, it's such an integral part of our lives, obviously. Sure. But we often don't think that we have any control over the light. And we on a beautiful sunny day, when you walk outside and the sky is blue, and you look at everything around the world, you're like, oh my gosh, everything looks so beautiful. That's because it's hard to compare anything to natural sunlight. This does it.
Oh, exactly.
In your house.
In your house.
It's amazing.
It actually has 3 lights in one. There's 3 color temperatures. There's a soft, there's a warm, and there's a bright light. And this is what Dr. John Ott tried to create. When he's a photobiologist, and he studies how light affects us, and he created these lights back in the 80s, and he realized the sun is the perfect light for our eyes. When you go outside in the sun, the colors are true. Your skin tone looks exactly what it should look like. Everything looks identical. Everything looks true to color because it's under the sun. But the problem is we have all these lamps that are in our house that they don't have that same type of light. So Dr. John Ott created a light that mimics the sun. It's the closest thing that's out there that truly mimics the sun's light. So they have this thing called a color rendering index that measures how good the light is in your house and for different types of bulbs. Well, the sun is a perfect 100. But then when you start to see other lights that are out there, a typical light is around 70 on that 100 index. And look at the difference that you see in the color from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen. So if you're using traditional incandescent bulbs, your color looks like a 70 there. If you're starting to get into LED, you might be using the 83-inch range. If you're getting up to an OttLite, look how beautiful those colors are. That's a 95. Now keep in mind, the sun is a perfect 100. So having an OttLite really makes a difference when it comes to your crafting, when it comes to your scrapbooking, when it comes to reading. And I'll show you that I have a book down here. It changes, like even my skin tone almost changes colors, Guy. Because when you see like this right now is that is the bright white right there. That's the daylight. So that mimics the sun. Notice the color of my hand. Notice the colors on the paint samples. Notice the words. So when I switch over to the soft white light, that's the incandescent. That's that soft light that we've loved in our house for years. Then we go to the warm light, gets a little bit better and brighter for you. Use this normally in an office. And then you go to the bright, this is the daylight. So when you're putting your makeup on, Whatever you're gonna look like under this light is exactly how you're gonna look like under the sun.
By the way, it is completely pitch black inside the studio right now. The light that you're looking at is in a completely dark room. And we'll show you that when you see the next shot. You'll see that we are in the dark here. And we are doing, look at that light. I know you're thinking, okay, it's a lamp. No, 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 please. And I will say, you know, listen, it's not for everybody. If you don't care about the light, don't buy it. But I'll tell you, if you're one of those people that has to read, or one of those people that does sewing, or somebody that cares about if their makeup look. Here's the thing. You know, normally they say, you know, when you put your makeup on inside, you know, by the time you get outside, you're gonna look fantastic. If you look good in your makeup mirror, you're gonna look great outside. You're gonna look great inside, and even better outside. And the reason I bring that up is I know a lot of you ladies out there that are shopping with us know what I'm talking about when it comes to light. And those of you that are educated in the field of lighting probably have heard of an OttLight. If you haven't, this is your opportunity to get the most incredible light you've ever seen. And I am telling you, I never thought about it until I bought one into my house, and I was talking about my old girlfriend, and she was like, I would watch her put her makeup on in this OttLight, and I was amazed at the amount of light that like glowed off her face. I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, yeah, I'm telling you. And people in the know that. You have an opportunity to get one. By the way, my OttLight that I bought for her was $200. Now it's on a big stand, and it's about 5 times as tall as this because she also used it for wardrobe.
Oh, it's perfect.
But if you want to get one that's perfect for any type of activity that you're doing, whether it's just your reading or whether it's you know, doing work at home, there are so many people in the business world that own an OttLight because they don't want, first of all, the strain on your eyes, Joe.
Well, you
don't realize that you're straining when you read, or you're straining when you do projects.
You're exactly right, because a traditional, like this is the incandescent look. This is what we've been using, that soft white light we've had in our house for decades. The problem with traditional light bulbs is they have a filament that flickers, and your eyes start to notice that when you're reading, when you're painting, when you're doing your crossword puzzles. Your eyes get that, and you get that eye strain. So then they came out with warm light. The warm light is really good when you're doing your office work. Put this next to your computer. It softens the light that comes off all of our electronics. That makes it easier on your eyes. Then you go to the bright white. This is for when you're reading. This is when you're in the kitchen. This is when you're doing your makeup. Notice my skin tone changes colors under the light, and so do the different light samples. Now every version, every light has its own brightness. There's actually 15 types of light that we have. And Guy, I have these, every one in my house. Me, my wife, and the 2 kids, we all have an OttLight that sits next to our stand, or next to our nightstand on the bed, because we want to check that light right before you go to bed. It's that soft white light that helps us sleep.
Easy to position too.
Many different ways you can move it around.
I can move it. Yeah, thank you guys. Here's the shot. And by the way,
tips the top.
Yes, and Joe.
Little tilt.
Cool to the touch.
It is very cool to the touch.
I'm not burning myself. Like if you had a regular incandescent bulb, you wouldn't be able to do that. Completely cool to the touch.
And the bulbs last, by the way,
adjust any way that you need to adjust it.
And the bulbs will last 30,000 hours. Use it 3 hours a day.
Not even going to be around that long,
That's 30
Joe.
years of light from one lamp.
Do you think I don't even know if I got 30 years left? So the lamp might outlive me. I love that. Let me tell you though, guys, we have less than 400 now if you want to get them, because I know these go really, really quickly. We didn't bring in a lot in, but because I know this is for people who are very particular about their light, of which I am one. I know Joe is too. I mean, we have to research stuff, so we're under a light all the time. It's ideal for that. By the way, this has extra flex if you have an HSN credit card, which is only $15 per month. This will pay for itself. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. And it just sips energy.
Exactly, it barely uses energy. And you can has a USB port, you can plug in your electronics and charge your phone too.
All right, should we just walk over?
Yeah.
Let's walk on over. Come on, Joe, let's talk about this. I don't know, all I know is I'm very upset that I don't have this in my house. This is LG, and if you find yourself in the market for a brand new TV, I will tell you, first of all, 4K, so you know we're at the top of the thing there, right? But there's a brand new thing called NanoCell display, which Joe's going to talk about. You may have read about it, you may have heard about it. The best TVs out there are talking about this NanoCell display. But what we're giving you here today is an affordable way to get a 4K TV from a Very, very huge brand. It's a customer pick on hsn.com there's 12 reviews, 11 are 5 stars. I mean, it's almost perfect across the board. It's ultra high definition. We'll talk about NanoCell, what that means to you in just a sec, but ultra high definition TV that will absolutely knock your socks off and blow you away. It's quad-core technology. It works with Google Assistant. Love, love, love it. Turn my TV on, turn my TV off. It has the WebOS built in, the Magic Remote. It's built-in surround sound, so if you don't have a surround sound system, this will replicate that. And literally, Joe, billions of color possibilities on this TV. I have it available for you on traditional 6 Flex. So I was talking about affordable 4K. Problem with 4K is there's not really any problem with 4K. It's that it's expensive because it is the latest and greatest out there, and you have to pay for it all at once when you go to the big box store. Here at HSN, you can break the payments up into $158.33 with free shipping. Rob, I think this is also on 9-month VIP, if I'm not mistaken. 9-month VIP. There it is. Thank you so much. It's right in front of my face. The 9-month VIP is only $105. I should have known Rob already had this ready for me. Is $105.55. So for a little over $100 a month, inside of a year, you own this TV. And I know that's the biggest stumbling block for a lot of people is they want 4K, they need 4K, they watch their TV a lot, but it's so expensive. Well, how about if we break it up for as little as $105 a month and you can get it home? All right, Joe, we don't have a super long presentation on this for what it is, but let's talk about what makes this TV different, what makes it special.
Well, first off, it's 4K like you mentioned, and 4K talks about the resolution, you know, how many pixels that you're seeing on the screen. And 4K is the highest resolution that we've ever offered here at HSN. It's really the highest that's out there. And there's so much content that's available now in 4K, whether it's from Netflix, from Amazon, from YouTube, and it can all be accessed through the smart hub that's already built into it. With one touch of a button, it gives you access to this entire row of apps that you have built down below. So you're really looking at the best resolution that we've ever offered. But then, Guy, what makes this thing so unique is that only LG has this technology. It's called NanoCell. Let me back it up for a second and show you. So a lot of people have never heard of NanoCell, and it's because only LG has it. But what is a nanocell? That's a nanocell right there. Now, that's the size of a nanometer. Now we're gonna zoom out here and you're gonna see what happens is that it's gonna show you all the different nanocells that are built into the screen. What a nanocell is, it's the type of panel that you're looking at. So it's not just one nanocell, there are literally 1 billion nanocells that make up this entire TV. But what happens with nanocell technology is it gets rid of the ambient light that you have in your house that affects the way your television looks. Because sometimes you have the TV in a room where you get a glare from a window or glare from a light, or it just starts to fade the colors. What NanoCell will do is it brings those colors to life, because that was the same picture there, but then when it turns into a nanocell, then when the nanocell turns on a display, it makes everything look so much more vibrant. So look at this entire picture. It just looks like a bouquet of all red flowers. But we'll show you what NanoCell does, because it actually brings up 64 times the color. So NanoCell is now on the bottom, and when it swipes up, you're gonna see colors appear that didn't appear before, because non-nanocell panels look like this. Now this is all violet. This looks beautiful, but watch what happens. We'll turn NanoCell on the bottom, and you start to see those colors arise. Now watch, this is non-nanocell. When we swipe up, watch all the colors come out of nowhere. This makes a difference between a good picture and the best picture that's out there. So when Guy was talking about even the brightness, everything seems so more enhanced because you're using nanocell. Nanocell's the type of plastic, the type of panel that they use that you're seeing through it. So when you're looking at a great TV, it's more than just the resolution. It's what type of screen that you're looking for. And Guy, I like to think of like when you end up seeing nanocell technology versus traditional TV, it's kind of like when you're driving down the road and then you get all this muck and dust and dirt on the screen, and then you use your wipers for the first time, and that windshield is so clear. That's what happens when you see nanocell. Plus, it also gives you a wider field of vision. Even though both these TVs are now 4K TVs, when you start to go from angle to angle, you can still see the nanocell, where the conventional 4K TVs you can't see whatsoever. So this truly is the best quality picture that's out there, and it's the reason why it's become a customer pick, because when you see the colors that pop off the screen, when you watch a movie again for the second time, it's almost like it's a brand new movie, because the colors are so vibrant because it's that nano cell. Yeah. You're not seeing that glare from the studio lights that we have. It allows that color saturation. So most TVs have a couple million colors. Guy, this has 1 billion colors.
It's amazing.
And this is what really defines a great picture, because you could have 1 million dots, and if they're all black, then you're not seeing anything. But now if you have 1 billion colors, you get to see the different strands of the hair, the smiles, the way the water just, it makes it seem like you're right there.
I always sort of think about like coffee or wine, right? When you go out and you get a really good bottle of wine, it's the saturation of flavor. The same with coffee, right? Exactly. And that's why you go to a coffee house and you get this intensity. It's the same with your TV with the nanocell technology. They take everything that all the other TVs may have and they kick it up with the nanocell technology to make everything stand out. We talk about billions of colors, and I'm a restaurant guy, so that's why I was talking about food and wine. I know why really good wines are more expensive. It goes into the process of how the wine is made, how it's aged, all those things. It's all the little details that make it what it is. With a TV, it's the same thing. If you go and you see a TV that's 4K and it's $400 or $500, I will tell you, you're gonna get what you pay for. It's not gonna be a bad TV, but you're certainly not gonna be dumbstruck in front of it and sitting there and awe-inspired and be like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. It's funny because I don't have any of this on my TV. My TV's about 5 or 6 years old. I like my TV, but when I come to work and I look at these TVs, I'm like, oh my gosh, this has come so far. The only reason I keep my TV is because I don't throw away things that are still usable. Sure. And I'm still kind of hemming and hawing about what I should do. Not only that, I have a cutout above my fireplace, so only a exact size TV will fit in there. Right. If I just had a flat wall, my TV would be 10 times the size. This is 65 inch, and I will tell you, this is a lot of bang for your buck for under $1,000. You know that.
Oh, absolutely.
There's an electronics guy here. He knows how much money you can spend. When you throw in nanotechnology, HDR, all these extra things, refresh rate. There's a lot of things to consider when you're buying a TV. A lot of things you don't consider, but I'll tell you, the salesman knows. So if he's selling you, a 60 refresh rate TV at $400 or $500, he knows that, the higher the refresh rate is, more often than not, you're gonna get better imagery, especially when you're watching fast-moving things and sports and stuff like that. So this has all that built in addition to the nanocell, which, as we said, is about color and saturation, okay? There's a huge difference. Really, when you think about it, a great photo is based on how rich and deep the color and how perfectly caught that frozen action is. That's how we judge this TV. And when you see it at $949, normally it's $999 here, but the retail, we have it at $1,100. But I've seen these things upwards of $1,500, $1,800. So to get it at $949 and to be able to pay it off, Joe, over time.
I love that.
Without any interest charges or finance charges. We don't do that. You pay for a car, you're paying finance charges, 2.9 or whatever it is, you're paying for this. You're just cutting the pizza up and paying for one slice and you get it home.
It's fantastic, especially because there's a lot of stuff that's gonna go through our lives that you're gonna watch TV, whether it's the news, whether it's a movie, whether it's a TV show, whatever it happens to be, you're going to see the best quality resolution because it is that 4K. But on the bottom, I love that they've included, this is the magic remote. It's so cool, guys. It almost turns the mouse of the TV, the remote, into a mouse. Watch my little flicker as I'm moving it around. It's like you have a mouse right there on the screen, so you can access all this great content that's available down below. And what LG has done is there are a lot of TVs that have apps, but to change and go from one app to the next, you have to get out of the app, go into the new app. This one, they make it as simple as just changing the channel. So you have Netflix, you have Prime Video, which has a tremendous amount of now 4K content. Hulu's got 4K content. If you have a Sling account, you can download it right here. You have YouTube, you have Google Movies, Google Play, has all these multiple inputs that are on it too, but it also has a microphone that is built into your remote. So even if I don't know what app I want to get into or how to access that app, all I do is I hold down the remote, the microphone button, open Netflix. It has voice recognition. It's now gonna open Netflix. I don't have to know where is Netflix, how do I get to it? Yeah. I just tell my remote to find it, and notice how fast it's loading Netflix. There's no delay to it. There's no hourglass. This has a quad-core processor, the type of processor we find in the most advanced type of computers that are out there, and it's now built into your television. So when you want to stream your movies, and some of us get so frustrated when you're trying to stream a movie, what ends up happening is you watch 5 or 6 minutes of it, then you get the little spinny wheel. It's because it can't process it enough. And this has so much 4K content that is available, and that's the resolution. That's how vibrant, that's how crystal clear it's going to be. 4K is truly the best resolution that's out there, but it also has multiple inputs. So now I'm going to switch back to my video section. I actually have this plugged in with a USB port. You have USB ports available. You also have HDMI ports that are available. As soon as I click on the one input, it now switches over to another, and now I can watch all my movies all on here. And when I'm watching my content, it truly is the best type of picture out there because of 2 reasons. One is the resolution, which is 4K. We all know 4K is the best, and that's how many pixels, little dots that are on the screen. But what makes this different, and only LG has it, is something called nanocell technology. I'll show you again what nanocell will do. Because a lot of people have never heard of nanocell. That's a nanocell right there. Now we zoomed in on it. It's the size of a nanometer. Now we zoomed in pretty close, but when we zoom out of it, there's actually more than a billion nanocells that are built into this TV. So when you combine them all together, and those nanocells can be one of a billion colors. Watch this explosion of color. It almost seems like there's paint flying right at you. It's because that nanocell is the actual type of panel that they use. That's why only LG has this. Like, a lot of people have 4K TVs, but if you're looking at a 4K TV on a traditional panel, it's not gonna look as bright as this. Watch this image right here. Watch what happens when we turn nanocell on. Look at the colors that appear. Now watch, it swipes across the screen. That's what happens when you go from 1 million colors to 1 billion colors. It's so lifelike, and it also gets rid of the ambient light. So if you have a window that's always shining on your TV, or if you have a lamp, it gets rid of that light that now impacts and changes the colors, because now down below, it's all nanocell. Look up above, it's non, but when we swipe it up, look at all those colors that just came from nowhere, guy. It's because it's all that nanocell technology. So when you're looking at a TV, there are many things you have to look at. What type of resolution do we have? This is the best resolution that's out there, 4K, but it's also the best type of panel. Watch when we swipe up. That nanocell reveals all that extra content that is on there. So it truly makes it a unique experience for you. But it also changes not just color, but also makes the TV brighter. Are you ever looking at an image, you're like, I really can't see, it's kind of dark. Look how vibrant those colors will now pop off the screen because it has that nanocell display. And this is going to be great, whether you're watching the news, whether you're watching whether you're watching a movie, whether you're watching Netflix or maybe playing off YouTube videos, you've got it all right there where it's going to give you the best quality image that we have. And the cool thing about us too is that we're shipping this to you for free. Like, I've been to, I go to the stores just like everyone else, and you see the TVs. And you're like, well, it's great. I would love to get that. How am I going to get that home?
How am I going to get in my car?
And then you're like, this thing.
I have a pretty big car. It's never fit in my car.
There's no way this will fit in your car.
It would fit in my trunk, and it won't fit in my car.
I mean, I might be lucky if I can get a 40-inch TV. I'm going to show you how big the box is.
Bring it out, you guys.
But the thing is, the box is now free shipping. Come on, Liz. So the fact that this is now going to come to your house, it's like, how are you going to fit this in your sedan? I can't even fit this in my wife's SUV. This is almost as big as I am laying down. And I've seen some people get desperate, and they'll take the TV out of the box, and now the TV is just laying there, flapping its
let me do that with my brand new $1,000. Let me take it out of the box and shove it in the trunk. The point is, you're not gonna have to haul that. We're gonna bring it right to your front door, okay? And don't even worry about it. And if you have a decent delivery guy, he'll probably help you with it if you gotta get it up there. He will get it up to your door and you'll be good to go. But listen, you know, what you're getting for this is, there are a lot of things you can go and spend $1,000 on. Right. This is kind of a life-changing thing. When you get this home, and if you love TV, right, and you love to watch your movies, you know, you love holiday movies, you love sporting events, I will tell you, this is an investment. And by the way, this TV is gonna last you pretty much forever. These TVs, these Ultra HD TVs do not burn hot like old school TVs. They don't burn out. There's no tubes in here or anything like that. These use all the latest and greatest in technology to give you the absolute greatest picture. And remember, only LG has that nano. So if you get this and you think you're gonna find these types of features in another TV, you're gonna be wrong. I'm not poo-pooing other TVs. We carry other TVs. I'm just saying the nanotechnology, which to me takes this and brings it to a whole new level, really, really does the trick for you. It's a great size at 65 inch. So yeah, this is a big TV. Not so big that you got to put an extra wing on the house, but this you could put up on a wall. You could put this in a gaming room if you've got a finished basement, whatever. It's going to be the star of the show, but you really can't beat it. I have one full minute remaining in the hour, even though I know we're almost out of time right there, but get it while you can. It's only $158 on your credit card. If you have an HSN credit card, we'll stretch the payments out from 6 to 9 payments, making it $105 instead of $158. And it's a couple tanks of gas, and I know you probably love your TV, most of you, as much as you love your car. And your TV is pure, really, when you think about it, purely enlightenment and entertainment. I mean, think about it. It's to watch the news in the morning. It's to watch special events, to watch current events, but also to shop. You know, you can shop on your TV. You can do all these great things. So why not get yourself a TV that's going to last you a long time and is going to have all the latest features without breaking the bank and an affordable monthly way to be able to take care of it. Anyway, it's right here. It's called LG with that incredible nano cell. And it comes with a really cool, easy-to-use remote control, too. Joe.
My pleasure.
What do you got in your hand there, Joe?
We're playing a little Xbox on our 4K TV.
All right, so we're almost out of time, but I have to tell you, coming up next in the hour at the end of the show is our Xbox, the latest and greatest digital.
All digital.
I talked to my son, Danny. He said, yeah, it's a good deal. That's coming up and a lot more right after this. Stick around.
It's Customer Appreciation Month, and it's all about you. For the entire month of April, we're showing the love to our HSN card VIPs with exclusive perks, like VIP Mondays. Get a special offer every Monday in April. Plus, enjoy extra flex on everything all month long. Not a card holder? No problem. Open an HSN card today and get $20 off your first item. Search HSN card on hsn.com for all of the details of our exclusive VIP offers. Thank you for being an HSN card VIP.
With so many places to shop, we wanted to say
that your loyalty doesn't go unnoticed.
So, to celebrate Customer Appreciation Month,
we're making the entire month of April all about you.
We're giving away $1,000 a day to your favorite charities.
So many extras for HSN credit card holders.
And one lucky winner will win $25,000.
It could be you.
From all of us, we'd like to say,